Hello, Angel on Fire here. Today I am talking about a really exciting topic. Tripwire Interactive actually released officially an interview they had with PC Gamer about their new game coming out, Killing Floor 2. And I'm really excited about this. I played the first one and it was freaking awesome. Like, I played over 150 hours. I've maxed out almost all the classes and I'm really excited for the second one. There's plenty of new things that are coming along with it. One of the biggest things that I've seen so far is the new engine they're using, which allows them to put so much more gore in the game, which really adds to the feeling that it gives you, as it is a zombie game. So in this game, there's quite a few things that are different. Of course, like, there's be different maps and everything. However, right off the bat, they tell you that it is taking place in Paris, or at least this map in particular is taking place in Paris, the map that they had with the interview. So for this guy right here, basically the Tripwire team found some players, or of themselves I guess, and just played through a bit so that PC Gamer could get the interview. And there's just a lot of information here. Of course, I'm going to leave the links in the descriptions to all of my sources on where I found absolutely everything, because I've been going through quite a bit of all of this to get a good idea what's up. So right off the bat, I can tell you there's quite a few awesome things that are completely different from Killing Floor 1. First of all, weapons are completely remodeled. Of course, as I said, the gore is completely redone as well. They have a lot more professionals working on the game because of all the money they had gotten from Killing Floor 1. They can actually afford to get legit people now to be working on it. So one of the big concepts for this new game is, or like a motto I guess they would say, is bullets, blades, and blood. And they named it the Pillars of Killing Floor 2. So basically, you get your normal guns, and then apparently the whole melee-based weaponry, so like knives and swords and everything, is completely remodeled on how you use them. And then of course the new engine supports the new types of blood. However, there are a lot of new things you can do when you're killing each zombie. For example, each zombie actually has 19 different points that you can cut it off, like different parts of it. So say the arms, the legs, possibly the feet, and then a whole bunch of different parts of the head, whether you're cutting or just shooting. You can actually, with a katana, you can slice through a zombie's head, and if you don't take the head off right away, you can actually see parts of the brain. So one of the big things, they don't want to make it gory as in disgusting and you don't want to play, but just an exciting factor they add to the game. So Tripwire is naming their new engine Meat, Massive Evisceration and Trauma, which kind of suits everything that's going on with all the screenshots that I can see and everything, how dynamic the whole environment is, and each single zombie, how differently you can kill them every single time. Another great part that they have going on with the blood is once you kill a zombie, it doesn't just die and the blood kind of stays on the ground with the body, and then the body kind of just disappears after a bit to save rendering. What actually happens is if you shoot a zombie and blood gets splattered on the wall, the blood will actually become part of the texture of the wall. Therefore, it will stay there the entire game. So what once may have been a nice restaurant will change into a gory scene with blood on the walls through the whole game that doesn't change at all, with bodies just lying everywhere, which gives it a much more dynamic feel. Now, with all the new professionals working at Tripwire, they've actually added 95 death animations for like different kill zones such as the head, the neck, the chest, stomach, and limbs. So basically every time you get a headshot with a katana and you take off the head, there's 95 different ways of the head or the neck or anything like that coming off. So what they're going for is, instead of just having little computer generated things on the screen, they want to give you a feel that there are actually zombies walking around, not just little things that are computer controlled. They want to give you the image that the bots are living players, or even things out of a movie, not like actors out of a movie, not just random AIs. So they are coming back with the slow-mo in the new game, and this is going to work with the guns, because every time you go into slow-mo, they were captured each single gun at, for example, with the ball up, 242 frames per second. Therefore, when it's going into slow motion, you're going to see every single kickback and every single bullet leave that gun, as long as you have a good enough frame rate. But you're going to be able to see that rather than it just the computer drawing in what it can with the frame rate you have. The article then goes on to explain the match that the interviewer was able to watch the Tripwire team have. And for example, the people who went in, they started, most of them had their level 25 perks already. I mean, level 25. In the normal killing floor, you can only get up to level 6. So with all these extra perks, you're going to get a whole bunch of new skills and everything. For example, 2 skills unlock every 5 levels for each tier, I believe. Now, you can only equip one of them at once. However, compared to what you can kind of do with the perks right now, how it just kind of gives you better damage and everything, the stuff that will actually give you, such as with a commando, you will be able to show your entire team the Zed's health bars instead of just you. The commando can equip that, or they can either equip that or they can equip a damage boost for themselves. Not to mention, there's only 4 difficulties in this new one. I'm assuming it starts with beginner, then normal, then hard, then hell on earth probably. I'm assuming they would take out the suicidal. But the new thing about this is instead of each zombie only getting more health and moving a bit faster, what it'll actually do is in harder levels, different Zeds will actually get different powers. So for example, Clots, after actually being shot on Hell on Earth, will actually come up to you and they'll start running a lot faster, like you would see in a Gore Fast or even the Flesh Pound or most of the other Zeds. Then the different Zeds like Crawlers will just be more dynamic in the environment, using darkness to their advantage. Of course, there's always going to be them in vents. However, there's going to be more vents, more spawn zones, just making it a lot more realistic. And of course, needless to say, you have the Bloats and Flesh Pounds and whatever their different abilities are on Hell on Earth. I can only assume that it's going to be a real challenge to take them out, unlike on Killing Floor 1, where you just have to have a whole team kind of 2 sharpshooters just empty crossbow rounds into him until he goes down. Now, the next big thing about this new game is instead of just having 7 classes like in Killing Floor 1, they have 10 planned classes, 10 planned perks. So each perk has 4 different weapons at the moment. So you're like, for your sharpshooter, you're probably gonna have a couple pistols, a rifle, maybe crossbow again, or maybe even a sniper rifle as an endgame weapon for later rounds, depending on how their round system works. But that's still 40 weapons coming right off the bat for all of the game. Of course, you're going to still have your normal welding of doors. You're still going to have normal melee, such as the katana, for example, is still going to be in the game. It is a rather classic weapon. Not to mention, the maps are completely different. Not only is the new Blood and Gore system introduced, but the maps look completely revamped, like nothing that you'd be able to see in Killing Floor 1. They're a lot more dynamic. There's a lot more foliage and cars lying around. You get better lighting as well. They're going to introduce much more advanced lighting, since the other game is 10 years old, so they've kind of been introducing stuff with that, but that's all you can really do. So you have all of this stuff, and it's going to be great to see how this game works out. But you also get a couple extra things. First of all, modding. They're going to allow for a whole bunch of it. They actually say right here that there are quite a few companies that don't believe mods are a good idea, and that players should not be doing mods because it kind of takes away from the game. However, people at Tripwire are saying that no, the players should be able to make whatever they want. So what they're going to allow modders to do is actually go in and change zombie animations, make new guns, do everything like that, like you can in Killing Floor 1. However, with the amount of new animations that are going to be supported in Killing Floor 2, I can only imagine what people are going to be coming up with. As for the release date of the game, it has not been confirmed yet. However, they are already offering skins you can get in-game. And to do this, all you have to do is purchase PC Gamer, the issue 254 that will be coming out May 27th. And inside you will get a code that you can actually redeem on Steam, and then you will get your very own skin that's unique to PC gaming readers. So I can't assume that the game will be coming out very soon at all, but I don't think it'll be taking a long time. because they are already releasing a lot of things, such as this new skin. They already have the Steam page up, and it looks like they're really eager to go into early access. So as I said, I'll leave all the links in the description below. If you guys enjoyed the movie, give it a thumbs up. I'm probably going to come back tomorrow with another video, because they say they're going to be coming back with a more in-depth look at their weapon design, and even an interview with the president of Tripwire. So I will be reading that tomorrow. I will be getting back to you guys with that, with any new information that comes to me. If you want to go check it out, you can like them on Facebook. You can go onto Steam. I think there's a Steam page up already. You can't pre-order the game or anything, but it does have a bit of information. It will give you some links. So just go onto Steam, look up Killing Floor 2, and it should be the first result there. So of course, my name is Angel on Fire. I hope I've given you a bit of a better idea on what is coming out with the new gameplay. Of course, this is barely anything. This is just kind of scratching the surface of what Tripwire is going to offer with their new game, but it does give us quite a bit of insight on the new Zeds, the game dynamics, how the game's going to work in terms of rounds, some of the weapons, some perks, all of that good stuff. So be sure to stay tuned for any more information that is going to be coming out. I'll make sure I make a video almost right away for you guys, and I'll see you later. Angel on Fire out.